What's good, YouTube? Alright, as you can see, this video is just a little different. I am not in my typical spot. Reason being because I did not charge my camera, and I got a really short camera cord, and so I had to get on the floor to charge my camera and record this video. And so I was like, alright, so I'm gonna do things different. So, yep, it's me reporting live from the floor. But today I was running early, right? I was working out, and I was like, I was just working out, right? And I had a really good day, right? I had received like some good news earlier, right? It was like I had a phone call earlier, some good news. It was like some great news, and I hope this actually comes to fruition, you know, God willing. But I just was kind of, as I received that phone call, right? I just kind of, after the phone call, and as I was running, I was just kind of like reflecting, like on all the good things that's been going on lately. Like, I just been reflecting on all the good things that's been going on lately, like all the favor and like all these good things. Like, life has been like really good lately. All these different doors have been open, the opportunities been open, and I just kind of been wondering, like, God, like why? Like, God, what is all this? Like, it feels uncomfortable, right? Like all these good things for me. Like, what? Like, it's been like back after back after back, like good things, right? And I'm like, God, like, what is all this? Like, you know, if you kind of feel like undeserving all this, like, or like like it doesn't feel real. I'm like, God, like, what is going on? You know? And I was, you know, I just kind of had the revelation, just like all these doors are opening, and it feels undeserving. It feels the doors that are opening in my life, it feels undeserving because I'm not the one that's opening them, right? Like, it's not me doing it, so it doesn't feel real. That makes sense? Like, all these things that are, like, all these things, it's like almost it's just falling in my lap. It's not something that I worked for. It's not something that I was per se praying for, per se like striving for, like strenuously putting in work. Like, I didn't force this door open. Like, it opened for me, like, in which was a blessing. And I'm like, wow, like, God, like, back after back, like, this doesn't feel real. And I'm like, God, what is it? And as I was running, and the revelation hit me, like, God opens all the doors in our lives, like all the opportunities, all the new comings, all the new things. Like, God is the author and the creator of all things. So anything that we walk into is God's doing, right? Like, God's in control of all things, right? And it really showed me, like, since he is the author and creator of all things, right? And it's really him. Like, it's really him that opens these doors. It's not us, it's him. Right, so it really like opened my eyes, like, dang, and why do I, or in all of us, like, why do we strive? Like, we work so hard to, like, we try to open the door for us, like, right? We work hard, we try to make opportunities come. Like, we try to, you know what I'm saying? We work so hard to like create opportunities and create new things, and like work, and like, it's us, we gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen. Like, you know, like, shoot, I gotta, you know, or we had this mindset, like, I gotta look out for me. Right, I'm gonna do it, and like, we're willing to do whatever to make things happen, look out for the betterment of us, right? Like, and we put ourselves first, right? And sometimes, like, we do some like selfish things in order to get that, like, right? We do some prideful things or some not cool things to get to where we want to go, right? To get our goal, to get where we feel like we need to be, and like, we do some ungodly things. And it really showed me, like, wow, like, we're willing to cooperate with the enemy, right? Because that's what he's doing in our thoughts. Like, we're willing to work with the enemy. We're willing to work with the devil to try to get a blessing from God. That makes sense? Like, I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get there, to get a blessing from God. Right? Like, I don't care who I'm crossing the way. I don't care what I gotta do to get there. I'm gonna do all this to ultimately at the end of the day get a blessing from God. See how foolish, like, how backwards that is, right? And that's crazy to me. And like, it really woke me up. Like no, like, the reason I'm getting that is because I've been striving. And I'm not perfect when I say this, right? Because I have my shortcomings too, and I'm really undeserving, right? Because we're all sinners, right? But the goal is to be righteous. And again, like, that's why I feel undeserving. I feel undeserving because, you know, like, I'm not perfect. I have my shortcomings every single day, almost every hour of the day. the goal is to be righteous, and it really showed me like I really felt God tell me like, Ross, it's not, like I said, it's not you. It's not the reason, like, it's not you. Like, all this stuff that's coming in your life, is like, it's not you who did this, like, right? Like, you didn't create that. You didn't make this happen. You didn't go out and get this. No, I gave it to you, right? And it was like, wow, like it really is, like, you're right. And like, in the scripture says, like, you know why God like gives us things? Like, God rewards the righteous. Right? Like, God rewards the righteous. And my goal is to be righteous. And all of us need to be righteous. And like, if we want, like, God's gonna reward that, right? And being righteous is like being righteous at all times, right? Being righteous when nobody's watching. Being righteous like when it's hard to be righteous. Being righteous when your pride's hurt. Being righteous when people messing over you, or you feel like you're being shorted, or it's unfair, or like doing the right thing when it's hard to do the right thing. And in those moments, even when nobody sees it, God sees it at the end of the day, right? And that's when God rewards that, right? And then if you continue being righteous, walking in righteousness, like, God's gonna open doors that it was truly God. Like opportunities are gonna come and fall in your lap, like it was like a miracle. You're like, whoa, like, how did this happen? Or like what? Like, stuff just gonna fall in your lap, and it's due to righteousness, right? And if you try to live your life for God, right? Live your life for God, day in and day out. Live your life pleasing to God. That's what it is. Make decisions. Make daily decisions. Make daily decisions that are pleasing to God. When it's hard to be pleasing to God, right? So when someone does you wrong, I'm gonna be pleasing to God. Be righteous at all times. Move with integrity. Live in integrity. And every decision you make sure that decision is pleasing to God. And if you don't think nobody's watching, like, truly, God's watching. And opportunity and blessings will come into your life. Man, I love y'all.